Have you heard a phrase, plastic is most destructive weapon than a nuclear bomb or an atom bomb? Its impact shall remain for centuries on the future generation. Does it mean if I use plastic and it will boom or something? Or if I use it, will it kill me at that time? If you take this phrase literally, then the answer is yes. But the message being conveyed from this is we need to live not just for ourselves, but the whole of humanity. Every day we can make the world a better place to live. Our commitment to the next generation is a pollution-free, plastic bag-free, toxic chemical-free, nuclear weapons-free, and a clean world. Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Norasikin Azhari from class PA06, and today I will be sharing with you guys about the plastic and its effect on the environment. What exactly is plastic about? Plastic made from fossil fuels are just for over a century old. Production and development of thousands of new plastic products accelerated after World War II. So, transforming the modern age that life without plastic would be unrecognizable today. Plastic revolutionized medicine with life-saving devices, makes space travel possible, lightened cars and jets, saving fuels and pollution, and save life with helmets, incubators, and equipment for clean drinking water, which is mineral water. The convenient plastic offer, however, led to throwaway culture that reveals the material dark side. Did you know single-use plastic account for 40% of the plastic produced every year? Many of these products, such as plastic bags and food wrappers, have a lifespan of mere minutes to hours, yet they may persist in the environment of hundreds of years. Now, I will be explaining the effect of plastic on the environment. Plastic kills ocean life. By now, you have probably heard about the mass amount of plastic polluting ocean and other waterways. Plastic debris make its way into ocean from river, shoreline or boats. These plastic debris affect all kinds of ocean life, from sea turtles to ocean birds to sharks to fish and everything in between. Animals get tangled or stuck in discarded nets or bottles, choke on plastic debris, fill their stomach with the plastic they mistake for food, and much more. As these animals die, the ecosystems they play an essential part in begin to die with them. Besides killing marine animals, plastic pollution also harms the environment by destroying habitats. You may have heard of the ocean garbage patches. Huge collection of plastic thousands of miles across containing literal tons of plastic. These areas contain solid plastic debris as well as tiny microplastic bits kept in place by ocean currents. These areas are uninhabitable and uncrossable by most animals, and they now cover huge swathes of the ocean. And as ocean ecosystem die, the effect don't stop at the ocean itself. This also create catastrophes for humanity, including starvation, overheating, widespread land erosion, and more. Okay, I will explain about more effect, which is plastic kill terrestrial wildlife. Plastic also harms the environment by killing land animals. Just like their water-dwelling counterparts, land animals have not evolved to deal with ocean pollution. They get tangled and choked in many of the same way as ocean animals. Once again, this creates a ripple effect within ecosystem, which depend on every participant, from plants to bugs to apex predators to thrive. As their number decreases, the ecosystem weakens and shrinks. Two of the effects of plastic on plant life are still being studied. Early experiment shows that plastic negatively affects plant growth. This not only affects the ecosystem around us, which store carbon and provide oxygen, but also affect our own ability to grow food and feed life. Next effect, plastic also takes up space. Keeping plastic debris contained is difficult task, especially when dealing with the sheer amount of plastic waste produced daily. Around the world, humans produce 318 million tons of plastic waste annually. That number is hard to even imagine. It is about 95 tons of plastic spread over every square mile of the United States. That's only United States. The weight of plastic is only a fraction of the problem. Most plastic waste is lightweight, but takes up space. So the volume or the space the plastic waste takes up is a bigger problem. Most people do not want to live close to landfills, so finding space for plastic waste often means moving it far away and making surrounding with life habitats even smaller. This is another way that plastic harms the environment. Recycling. Recycling seems like a solution to this problem, but however, 90% of plastic waste is either buried or burned. The captive campaign by plastic producers led to consumers to believe that plastic could be effectively recycled. When it isn't realistic, it is much more expensive to recycle plastic. The options for using recycled plastic are slim, and it cannot be reused more than once or twice. So the best option is simply not to use plastic that will end up as trash. Furthermore, plastic also produces chemical pollution. Plastic also harms the environment through pollutions. Plastic are essentially made from oil and gas. Mining these non-renewable resources produces harmful chemicals like benzene, toluene, ethyl benzene, xylene, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, ozone, and sulfur dioxide, and many more. With no place to store plastic, much of the world also incinerated plastic waste or attempts to recycle. Both of these activities produce toxic chemicals into the air, which is harmful to both humans and the environment. Last point from me, plastic creates microplastics. You have probably heard the phrase plastic don't break down. This is partially true. Plastic don't break down like organic materials do. Organic materials like paper, cotton, hemp, and many others decompose into non-toxic substances. In a sense, plastic to break down, they break into much smaller plastic particles known as microplastic. This can be as large as a pebble or smaller than a single cell. Microplastics are now found just about everywhere. These small particles pollute waterways, soil, plants, animals, and also humans. The effect of microplastics are being newly studied. Microplastics have been shown to affect soil quality, the microbes that live in it, and the tiny insects responsible for decomposition. Microplastics also affect larger animals in many ways, from damaging their DNA, stunning their growth, damaging reproductive organs, and more. The additive coating plastics such as flame retardants and chemical stabilizer also leach away as microplastic break down. The full effect of microplastic likely will not be well understood for years to come. As the last point, we jump to conclusion. We need to minimize our plastic use to effectively minimize plastic waste. This means modifying our everyday habits, not using plastic when there is a good alternative, and only using plastic when it is strictly necessary. Plastic also can be reused or used for different purposes. It is necessary to think about how they can be reused before disposing of them. We also should educate people about the environment and health aspects of using plastic. We need to raise awareness in communities about poor waste disposal activities. Other actions that can be taken to limit the impact of plastic on the environment include taking part in neighborhood clean-up efforts, voluntary recycling household waste, avoiding littering and illegal dumping of plastic shopping bags. We should also using eco-friendly material as an alternative and adopting legislation which would make the use of plastic bag less attractive. That's all from me. I hope you guys get all the information from me so that we can normalize it. Thank you for watching. Bye!